kicks away following that fumble return. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they get him one again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
You don't touch this.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line, 12 yards needed. He's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. How about that for a call? Leading in the 2nd half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. Mariota will look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Just like a regular play if you want to. You don't have to kick the field goal if you want to.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. But from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a big...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. KC's offense ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score. As we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Mahomes going to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes able to complete this to Juju. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Mahomes will throw. And that's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock still... And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. .45 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mahomes.
Keep going back, but that ain't going to score.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Oh.
Arnold Ebiketie in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.